Hey yo, what's going on, traders? Good to see you guys in here today. We got a ton of stocks to look at. You guys look at these scanners right now, and they are flying. There is a ton to look at today. Hope you guys killed it yesterday. What's up, Cody, Candace, and Coin? We got the triple C's in the house. Good to see you guys in here this morning. Let's take a look at the overall market and what we're seeing this morning. Not so good overall. The overall market. The Dow futures this morning pointing to a plunge at the open as worries intensified about a second wave of the coronavirus in America as nearly 24 states report sharp rises in COVID-19 cases. Total infections in the U.S. have now topped 2 million. NASDAQ futures sinking after the NASDAQ composite bucked Wednesday's declines on Wall Street, closing above 10,000 for the first time. So while the pace of new weekly jobless claims continues to slow, the government said Thursday there were 1.54 million first-time filings for unemployment insurance last week. So guys, market, meh, not looking too good overall this morning. We got a lot to look at this morning, guys, but you know what we do before we get into it? We just take a quick review of yesterday to see what happened, how we can improve, how we can get better, and what we missed, our trades, our entries. We'll do that really quick here. Yesterday, and by the way, for those of you new, gap up watch list, top left, gap down below that, bear scan watch list under that. These are good short potential plays. Let's go ahead and review some of those real quick yesterday. DPW, guys, that was our leading gapper. Ended up kind of doing a red to green move. Got a nice little move on it, but then cracked and fade the rest of the day on DPW. Same as Chris, and I know, Coin, you brought this up yesterday as well. Good opportunities on both sides of it. This was a good play. Yep, good ops on both sides of it till afternoon. Then we got a little afternoon fade on CR. IS. Now, the shorts we were looking at yesterday, every single one of them fade out of the gates, guys. UAVS, that one, slow fade. ICON, slow fade. I don't really count that one. DLTH, this one, sell off out of the gates. Didn't trade that one. Got nearly a point on it, though. The one I took was KOPN, and this one I thought was going to be a little slow, but this one sell off throughout the day. Now we're going to be looking for plays very similar to this today as well, because consistency is doing what, traders? The same thing every single day. If you have random trades, you're going to have random results. But if you have consistent setups, consistent trades, you'll have consistent results. So let's take a look at the chart, and this is all we were looking for. We were looking, this got extended off the 13 EMA, in which it had been respecting. So KOPN got a little overbought off of it, came all the way back down to around 125, which I'm almost certain is exactly the number we said yesterday in pre-market. So KOPN, not bad. Yesterday, that was yesterday, guys. We're going to, oh, by the way, VRML popped up yesterday in pre-market as well, and this one was a similar setup, for instance, to KOPN. Very overbought off the 13 EMA, and then came right back down to it. We saw that in pre-market, just didn't have shorts there on VRML. JFIN was great on both sides yesterday as well, Cody. Yeah, Chinese play. So there's going to be another Chinese play today as well. You guys already know there's one on the top of the gap up watch list, and that leads us into a great little transition into our gap up watch list this morning. So JFIN, guys, this market is insane. As they've been saying, the Robin Hooders are alive and well out there in the land. They're trading. I mean, people are at home. They got nothing to do but get on their Robinhood app and buy up some Chinese stocks. JFIN, that one, pump and dump. What today are we seeing? Some sympathy plays, right? So our WAFU is our leading gapper this morning. Gap up watch list. Float 1 million. Very, very tiny float on WAFU. So this gets people excited, especially little day traders, especially guys that saw JFIN and they're saying, "Oh, I missed that one." That's why it's called sympathy. Another play in the Chinese sector, WAFU, with absolutely zero news on it this morning. But what does that matter? It's a Chinese play. That's an automatic buy right there. So yeah, we got a hot summer market at the moment, very hot on WAFU. Now taking a look at past chart history, I don't see much of nothing. So this one, very tiny float. It's above all resistance indicators that I'm aware of. But just keep in mind, we know how the end of this movie plays out. We saw JFIN. We see all these plays. We know how the movie ends. So just keep that in mind, WAFU. If anything, I would not be short on this at the moment. This is where all the attention is and hype eyes are at the moment. Very similar to JFIN. We can always wait till backside. We saw yesterday what happened. JFIN. This is why I always look at plays yesterday. You just get an idea of how traders are trading right now. JFIN, what did we see? We saw afternoon sell-off and panic and fade. So people were no longer really trading back then. What do we see on CRIS? Same thing. Come roughly 12:30, 1 o'clock, everyone's taking their lunch break and getting rid of their positions and then not coming back. All right, so that's something we can keep in mind for today. On the short side, if we want to short, why not come back around 12:30, 1 o'clock and see what happens? CRIS and JFIN, both of these plays, right at roughly 1:30, 2 o'clock, these plays did not pan out. Now, remember what I said about stocks that get way overbought? They oftentimes form what? Descending triangle patterns, and we see this on JFIN. Draw our trend line right here. We get overbought, turns into a bouncy ball. We form a high, $30. We fall, we bounce, get a little rebound. The bouncy ball just drops a little lower until it gets squeezed together tight and then cracks this lower support line. And that's when we saw a massive sell-off, JFIN. So keep that in mind on WAFU. It's not really a trade for me this morning. Very tiny float, hard to manage risk. I like those easier setups like the shorts that are just sell off and throw money in your pockets. But WAFU, if I was going to be shorting this, I'd probably do very similar to what JFIN and like we had just gone over. JFIN and CRIS, kind of wait until the afternoonish, see what's happening there. Let all the Robinhooders come out here in the morning and then see what happens. Let everyone head off to lunch break. Cody, JFIN, great on both sides yesterday, absolutely. Coin AIM just came out with the Corona drug patent news. Ooh, AIM. See what's going on there. Any hype, any volume? Getting a little bit of volume this morning. Yep, 905. So good job on the news, coin. 905 AIM files provisional patent application for the use of their drug as a potential therapy for COVID-19 induced chronic fatigue. So the fatigue that COVID gives you once you get the coronavirus, they have a patent application out for it as a potential therapy. So usually patents don't even bring in a lot of hype, but because it's coronavirus related, that's why we're seeing hype. Potential, obviously not where I like to see. We'll see what happens here. Let's keep running through these tickers and we'll keep an eye on AIM and see what happens there. All right, so XSPA, our next gap up stock on our gap up watch list. Let's go ahead and take a look at XSPA. We're going to run through all of them, guys. If you're a part of the Avery day trading team, you know very well I don't just look at one stock like most chat rooms do because I want everyone trading one stock so that way I can get in before everybody and pump it up. No, that's not what I'm about at all. And that is why I do not want to do the chat room when the market starts. I have no interest in people. I have no interest in that. I've been a part of all the chat rooms. No interest. I like people to learn how to trade. All right, so XSPA, let's go ahead and take a look at XSPA. We go over everything. Brad, loving the Avery day trading team. Absolutely. Brad, I love you. It works out. We go over everything for you guys. Mid cap, large cap, nano cap, small cap, penny stock cap, every cap. I mean, we'll cap them. We are going to cap all these. Shorts, longs, everything. XSPA, this one's a little bit selling off right now. It wasn't looking bad this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at so XSPA, this stock had been a recent mover. We were well aware that it was going to do a reverse stock split. That is all it's doing this morning. Came out with a reverse stock split this morning. So what does that mean? It means it's a lower float stock now. Now, if I was advising one of these companies on when to come out with a reverse stock split, I would be saying, and I've seen this happen oftentimes. Now, when people come out with reverse stock splits, when these companies do that, it's usually for one of three reasons. Number one, they want to avoid being delisted, which they were almost there. They were trading at 5 cents up to 75 cents, and then they hit $1. Did a reverse stock split to, number one, avoid being delisted. Number two, it makes the company appear a little bit more legitimate. And number three, it allows them to allows them more room to fall. I mean, it's never a good thing to do a reverse stock split. It is always bearish. But if they come out with really good news, that's what I was going to say. If they come out with really good news after the reverse stock split, it draws in a lot of those chat rooms because A, the stock is now a lower float stock because they did a 1-for-3 reverse stock split. And number two, they just came out with some news, which is going to inherently attract some investors, and not only investors, but you have people pumping the stock. So we usually see a very large rip after that. XSpot, just keep that in mind. This is all they did, 1-for-3 reverse stock split. We could see some penny stock guys come into XSpot, but this one is above, what is it, 516 right now. 516. So we're sitting around these upper shadows. We got one upper shadow, 2, 3, 4. So just be mindful of that. 1-for-3 reverse stock split. We could see a little hype at the start of the day. We got a lot of stocks with hype on them, though. We got a lot to run through here this morning, guys. WAFU, keep that in mind. WAFU for the Chinese play this morning. That is going to be in sympathy to JFIN. Let's go. AIM coin. AIM is ripping a little bit off of that coronavirus potential patent. Yep. Nice coin. Coin alerted this at 275, and now we're roughly up to 320. So hats off, coin. Killing it. Yep. Let's keep an eye there still. Great job for the team there, coin. If any of you guys got that, throw a check in the mail for coin. All right, DRIO, that one's dead. All right, we can't go over that. That was a communications sector play on DRIO this morning. It is a 2 million float stock as well. This one is dead at the moment, though. Not a potential play there. MTSL, this one in pre-market looks eerily similar to CRIS in pre-market yesterday. CRIS, this one got a nice little pop after hours and then just kind of faded. And then at the start of the day is when it kind of made its move, roughly 950. But look how similar CRIS looks to DRIO, MTSL. Yeah, MTSL. Got that afternoon spike. It's fading. So MTSL, I would not count it out. It's still a play here, MTSL. This is in the communications sector, so that's what's running hot right now. Let's take a look left of the chart, as we always do, traders. Left of the chart. Get an idea of the technical analysis. Now, guys, if you've been in here, you know exactly what I'm about to say. Didn't I say that 20-cent area is a magic number? And guess what? It always is. Always keep that 20-cent area above these whole dollars as resistance areas. Look at this. Hit 220, 220, 220. It's magic. All right, so 220 is going to be certainly a level of resistance or support depending on where the stock is. Sitting right under it right now, and we actually see it is respecting this level. Tapped it right here. Tapped it again right there, 220. So MTSL, just keep that on watch. If this is going to be similar to yesterday, CRIS, in which the chart does look eerily similar, it's in the communications network. We'll just see if volume's there. Volume's going to be spread out a little bit today. We got to see where the dust is going to settle. WAFU still with the attention. AIM, a little bit of a sell-off. It hit roughly 320. Guys, call me a magic genie. Overbought up to that 20-cent area. It happens. Hit that like button for the magic genie, traders. All right, that's MTSL. That's WAFU, XSPA, DRIO. I saw NK popping up this morning. We're going to go over all of them. NK's up there on the gap up watch list. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, NK not looking bad this morning at the moment. This is what I would just be looking for on NK. It's a trend play. Here's the trend on NK on the daily chart. It's getting a little overbought off of that, sitting at $8 right now, which is resistance that it has been up to. So, but it's trying to hold at the moment. $8 on NK, upper shadow here on $8. So we'll see. This one got overbought up to resistance. Overbought up to resistance. Couple of variables I look for a good potential short. That's something I did look for on VRML yesterday as well. You remember VRML popped up in pre-market way up here towards resistance as well. Very similar to NK. Popped up here at about 560, 570. Got overbought off the trend, off the 13 EMA. And guess what? That's a good short to go back to the 13 EMA, back to the trend. So NK, I don't mind it for a short. I don't think I have shorts on it though. Let me check real quick. No, I don't have shorts. But that's certainly a good short setup. I'd be looking for and interested there on NK if you guys are interested. So that's another one popping on up. It is holding 775-ish right now. So we'll see what's going to happen there. There's no news I saw on NK. Let me see. Look again. Okay. NK shares up 12. This is yesterday. Shares up 12% on support for its cancer treatment. So a little bit of news on it yesterday, getting the hype this morning. Let's go over a few short plays this morning, traders. Let's go over a few shorts this morning. Then we will go back over and re-review everything that we just took a look at. The gappers and see, go back and look at AIM and Waku and see what's going on and start making a pre-market plan. It's 9:18 right now. A lot to look at. So let's go ahead and start running through some of these short plays this morning. Coin grabbing some AIM at 285 pullback. Yep. So not a bad look there, coin. Not a bad look. I do the same thing as coin. You know, buy the fear. Buy when this thing sells on off. Don't buy into euphoria. Don't buy when this thing's up towards 320. If you're gonna buy it, buy on pullbacks. Buy low, sell high, buy low. That's what we do, right? All right, let's go over some of these short plays, guys. Same type of setups we always look at. Overbought stocks prior day. CLDX, one of them. All right, CLDX. This one got overbought in the afternoon yesterday, pretty much all day, 320 up to 570. You see all these upper shadows, and it formed what? A very, very fast move into a descending triangle like we go over. So it starts acting like a bouncy ball, bouncy, and then ends up cracking. Now this one might have popped out of the gates back up towards like maybe 520. Or it may potentially just sell. We see some profit taking right out of the gates like we have on a lot of these shorts. So CLDX, don't mind that one for a short. I'm going to write all these out for you guys because there's a lot of setups. CLPS, same story here. Overbought, very light volume, and after hours pre-market, we got a lot of longs underwater that are expecting a gap up. That's not happening. That's when we naturally see some profit taking. That's what we have seen literally on every stock we looked at yesterday. Every single one of them. DYAI was watching this one. We're already seeing that profit taking though. It's down to 720s. From 931, so not really interested there. I'm going to write all these out for you guys. CLSN, oh man. Yeah, CLSN, same story, traders. So we saw this one buy up 280 up to 330 the close. Now, guess what? This morning, they woke up, no gap up, start seeing some sell-off all the way back down to the open. That's exactly what we're looking for, guys. The next one I was looking at was BE, which is really the only one I have shorts for. Oh, come on. All right. Well, BE, I was watching it this morning at like $10. It's already down to 9.18. So frustrating. All right. Probably not going to be short in BE. I don't chase, guys. Whether it's on the long side or short side, I do not chase. But yeah, these are all very similar setups. So I get excited when you guys are learning this stuff. You know, this is awesome, awesome stuff right here. So these stocks get overbought, very light volume. That's what we look for. People are like, oh, just find the stocks with all the volume. That's not necessarily true. A lot of these stocks that I trade at the open have literally zero volume, but I'm shorting. All right, PTE, same setup. Yeah, a lot of these have already given a little bit back though, but I'll write them all out for you guys. A lot of decent shorts this morning. A little frustrated with BE because that was my main watch on the short side. I had shorts for that one, but it's already been selling on off. All right, let's go back over WAFU and see what all these plays are doing right now. WAFU is going to be forming a new trend this morning in pre-market. All right, so it was on this bear flag right here. Ended up cracking it. Bear flag meaning we get it's very similar to descending triangle, as in we get overbought conditions and that forms into a descending triangle. Overbought conditions, it cracks that and ends up forming the bear flag. So here's our flag right here, flag pull down to bear flag, cracks that. It's got a new trend it's going to form. Now the bear flag doesn't necessarily mean the stock's done. It's just forming a new trend. WAFU, I personally would not be a short right here. Kevin, what's up, man? Thanks for the education. Absolutely, man. Love helping. So it doesn't necessarily mean, and this is a flaw I had. Trust me. Trust me. Go back a year and a half ago and watch some of those videos. I'd be spotting patterns. I'm like, oh, I see this pattern that no one else sees. The bear flag. I just gotta short it. It's the bear flag. I gotta short it. not a good idea. Yeah. So WAFU, it has the bear flag on it, but we could be seeing a different trend. This one I would not be chasing on the short side. WAFU is 1 million in float. Literally 1 million in float, guys. This thing can jump up to $12-13 in the matter of a second. Honestly, when the market opens on up, we got a chat room behind it. So please be careful there. And that's why I go over all the plays this morning. So, you know, we are all well equipped for the market open. MTSL, still a little bit of sell-off there. That one still does, in my eyes, kind of look like crisp, but we have to wait for volume. Remember, we are reactive traders. We are not predictive traders. Then a few of those shorts. I'm going to write them all out for you guys. It's already 9:25. Time flies with you guys, I swear. Time flies with you guys. All right, I'm going to write all these out. Guys, let me know if you have any questions at all. AIM still kind of sitting around 283, 284. If you are with coin on this on the long side, just remember, longs take longer. Doesn't mean it's not going to work out, but longs take longer, shorts take shorter. And that's oftentimes why I like shorting. I like taking the elevator down versus the steps up. And that's one of my favorite short analogies. Love taking the elevator down. All right, let's go over. All right, leading gapper is going to be WAFU, 1 million float, JFIN sympathy. LG leading gapper, guys. We'll start abbreviating in here. AIM coronavirus patent. Yeah, short sell plays. We got a lot, but I'm not chasing any of these. I'm just going to write them out. NK not a bad short either. NK off the trend. NK overbought off trend, so just keep that in mind. But NK's holding on up. NK is holding up here. Not bad at all. A little light on volume. So, in this case, it's overbought, but not a lot of volume. I'd probably wait for some good volume to come into it. That's what I like to see. Very fast moves and a lot of good volume coming into this play. That's what I like to see. So, that's what I'd be looking for on NK. Fast move. Faster the move, weaker the trend. But traders, any questions? We got a couple minutes before we get going. Today is going to be a great day, but remember, there's a lot out there. So please don't be so anxious to take a trade. Let's just wait for the trade to come to us, because remember, I'm going to say this again, it's very important. Remember yesterday, JFIN, CRIS, both of these plays on the short side were not a short really until, well, they didn't essentially crack until the afternoon. JFIN there, afternoon. CRIS, afternoon. So we can wait for the setups to come to us. We don't have to think we're going to miss out. All right. Brad, thank you, man. Thanks for showing up. Love you, brother. Let's get it, traders. Minute and a half till the market opens on up. Predefine that risk. And let's go get it. All right, guys. We'll see y'all first thing in the morning.